Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Warren Parenting on behalf of Mr. Bloom. Mr. Bloom, can you state your name, please?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Jeffrey Bloom, and I have asked to disqualify the Public Defender's Office. I was referred for a competency exam when I did so, and didn't receive the competency exam, but I made this part of record on November 1st. I have contacted the Public Defender's Office multiple times, Your Honor, and no one will accept my call because they're saying they don't handle. Weeks after I visited you.
Hold on one second, Mr. I'll hear from you, but just hold on a second.
Yes, sir.
Who has your other?
It's Sam Bernstein, but I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor.
This case kicks off with Jeffrey Bloom making a move few defendants dare. He fires his public defender and insists on representing himself. From that moment, the tension in the room spikes. Judges know exactly where this road usually leads: confusion, disruption, and disaster. And in Bloom's case, it doesn't take long before we see exactly why self-representation is a courtroom minefield.
I'm just going to echo what Mr. Bloom was saying. We are in the process of withdrawing from this case due to a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. I'm not sure why the paperwork and all that didn't get to the court yet. I believe it should have been handled before today, Your Honor. It might also been an issue. We don't have the competency report. The MAC office may be waiting to receive that before we withdraw. We are in the process of withdrawing, Mr. Bloom, correct?
May I speak again, Your Honor?
Okay, hold on just one second. I'm just looking, Mr. Bloom,
Yes, sir.
to see what I have.
I was referred for a competency exam because I fired the Public Defender's Office. Judge Slay, in my multiple felony count case, says there's no reason for me to take a competency exam. Okay, anyway, Your Honor, I have called these people for week after week. 2 weeks, like I said, 2 weeks after our last visit. Every time I call them, I ask for discovery. I ask for the police reports. I ask for witness statements, hospital reports, everything. I am denied, and they hang up on me. These people are highly incompetent.
Bloom doesn't just assert his rights, he comes out swinging. He blasts court-appointed lawyers as highly incompetent, and even claims they hung up on him. But here's the problem. Judges already approach pro-SE defendants with caution, and when you pile arrogance on top of frustration, you're not strengthening your case, you're burying yourself before the trial even starts.
No bond.
Okay, all right. That's the one that's before Judge Slay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I just want to make sure there's not going to be a delay that keeps
there will be.
keeps you.
That's why this case was brought up. You'll see the light. You will see the light.
Make sure that you weren't going to be held if I adjourn this matter out to get all this stuff straightened.
Well,
Okay.
this is the only thing I'm wishing. Do not allow these people to deny me a law library, Your Honor. Please, I have been denied law library for 15.
The jail.
Yes, Your Honor. And I know they try to say that it's policy that you have to have representation of yourself to have law library. That's a blatant civil violation.
All right.
Also,
Go ahead.
if you could just allow me to have law library, if you could demand those people to.
Bloom zeroes in on one of the biggest frustrations inmates face when they go pro-SE, the law library. He insists the court is blocking his access to legal materials, even calling it a civil rights violation. Legally, that claim is shaky, but emotionally, it lands. From his perspective, every path to defending himself has been cut off, and he's desperate to make the judge see it.
Okay. All right. We'll get to all of that eventually, Mr. Bloom. All right.
Thank you for being patient with me, sir. I do have Parkinson's, so if I make jerky movements, or I think I made the court aware of that last.
Yes, you did. And you're welcome. Sometimes patience is all I have. And sometimes it means. But here's what I'll do. Let's put this out to the 7th. I
have court with Judge Slay on the 8th.
Hold on. I just want to make sure. I think this is going to be another issue. I just want to make sure. So, oh no, I do. Okay. So I have an order for competency that was signed in this case, but that probably the other.
There is no competency in the other case.
Hold on, just stop for a moment. But now what you're telling me is that there is no competency ordered in the circuit court case.
There never was.
And then, out of nowhere, Bloom drops a bombshell. He reveals he has Parkinson's. Suddenly, the entire tone shifts. This isn't just a fight over legal strategy anymore. It's about health, humanity, and dignity. For the first time, you see the judge's edge soften. The courtroom chaos fades into the background, and what's left is a sick man trying to battle both the disease and the justice system at the same time. It's a rare moment where law and compassion collide.
I think if you haven't been interviewed for competency yet, then here's what I'm going to suggest we do, Mr. Plum. Run this out, get it straight, let them get, if you have Mr. Bernstein, hopefully that's what they'll do. Just put Mr. Bernstein temporarily even on this case. Okay.
I want
Just hear me out.
They're
Okay.
going to deny me law library.
But Mr. Bloom, hear me out. Okay. But hold on. Just hear me. Rid of the competency order that's in my file.
Okay.
That's what you follow me?
I got you.
So if the MAC office, I can't direct them to do it. If they put Mr. Bernstein on that case, there's no competency in the other matter. Try to get rid of the competency in this one. And then if you want to represent yourself, then I can entertain that.
Can you stop the denial of the due process? Please.
That's not, I'd have to have a full-blown hearing on it, Mr. Bloom, and I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
Because I'm not going to do that only because right now, if their policy is, we may be able to get you
I
the.
don't mean to be a problem. Your Honor.
No, you do.
But one thing,
Mr. Bloom, how can we start out? No, just listen. How can we start out so well, and then I hear you. No, just listen. And then no, just listen to me. We start out so well, and then I try to get you to where you kind of want to be, and then you fight with me about it, and then you just go at me again. I don't know why you do that to me.
Because there's multiple issues.
Okay, I know. I hear.
But the moment doesn't last. The judge actually tries to meet Bloom halfway, dropping the idea of a competency exam, agreeing to let him represent himself, even opening the door to law library access. It could have been a breakthrough. Instead, Bloom keeps pushing, convinced the system is still out to get him. That's when the judge finally snaps. We start out so well, and then you fight with me again. And just like that, compassion collides with paranoia. What we're left with is pure courtroom drama, the fragile line between judicial patience and a defendant who can't stop sabotaging himself.
I hear them all. I'm used to sorting out issues. Mr. Bloom.
Yes, Your Honor.
So here's what we're going to do. All right. What we're going to do, I'm going to adjourn this out to the 7th. That one part here's what my hope is. That the one part regarding the attorneys get done. Get the competency off of this case. Then I will entertain your motion to represent yourself. If I grant that motion, then my understanding, based upon what you told me, if you're representing yourself in a case, then you're going to get your law library privileges. So I'm trying to get you there.
In the meantime,
Oh boy.
one other thing. Yeah.
Oh, another thing.
One thing.
Really?
I've asked the public defender's office for the discovery in this case, the police report, the victim's statements, the hospital statements, the officer's statements that said I assaulted this medical staff in the jail. Well, they've denied me those on multiple occasions, and they keep hanging up on me when I call them. They say, we don't represent you. So I have this for the clerk of the court.
Apparently, do you guys have discovery on this case?
Yes, we do.
Can we try to get Mr. Bloom a copy of that prior to the whole thing?
Yeah, we can get it to the jail today.
Okay, very good.
The report that I got from the officer says that all the statements were included, but they weren't.
Okay.
Can I give you this, Your Honor?
I don't know what that is.
It's from the clerk of the court to grant
We
me
have the discovery request in, and I'm trying to,
from them, but I'm not getting it.
what, did you hear what I just said to them?
Yes, Your Honor.
They're gonna get that to you. They're gonna try today. Mr. Bloom, if it's tomorrow, don't come screaming. All right? They're gonna get it.
I've waited since October 17th. I'm really
No,
frustrated.
you don't. I know you apologize. I know you don't mean to be this way, but you are.
I am.
And I'm trying to just solve your problem. So if you had listened, what you told me you didn't have discovery. I looked at them, I said, do you have it? They said, yes. They said they'd try to get it to you today. I can't deal with what happened in the past.
But they
I
said
can't,
Finally, we hit the issue of discovery. Bloom insists the state has been hiding key evidence, police reports, hospital records, the works. And for once, he lands a win. The judge turns to the prosecutor and orders immediate delivery. On paper, that's a small victory. But in practice, Bloom can't stop interrupting, arguing, and spinning off into side battles. So instead of looking like a man fighting for fairness, he risks coming off as someone who just can't get out of his own way.
Oh, Mr. Bloom,
It's all good.
I can only
So
solve
what
the
if they
problem
come-
that's in front of me.
So I write a grievance on them then, right? I write a.
Well, I
Bar
don't know that you
association.
want to do that. All I want is you to get the discovery. If you're telling me that's your problem, then I'm trying to solve your problem.
Appreciate it.
I almost hate to ask this, but there's nothing else, is there? Mr. Bloom.
There's one more thing, Your Honor.
Oh.
I'm being denied a dental extraction because I do not believe in taking injections in my mouth. And they're telling me that for that reason alone, they are denying me an extraction of an infected tooth. And if you will look at your video from 2022, you will see my face was swollen like a pumpkin and I was clearly sick with infection. This is happening again.
Okay, Mr. Bloom, let me stop you.
I just wanted on
With
record.
regard, okay, you
Thank
put
you.
it on record. I
Thank
don't get involved in medical decisions
Well,
made at the jail.
That's
And then comes the bizarre finale. Out of nowhere, Bloom shifts from legal arguments to dental complaints, claiming jail doctors won't pull his tooth because he refuses injections. The judge shuts it down instantly. Medical issues aren't the court's job. After all the heavy talk about rights, discovery, and constitutional claims, it almost feels comedic. But underneath the absurdity, you see the desperation of a man who feels cornered, clinging to anything he can.